February 25th, 12:06, District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. That took 2 hours.
That's what I was about to say. You telling me that only took 2 hours?
That actually took about the same amount of time it took us, considering like the length of the last couple episodes.
Did you get some dinner or a drink, Papa?
Yeah.
Licking your chops.
The puppy just came in, like looked at us, and was like.
Which usually means he either ate something or got a drink.
I'm the game hero.
I'm Ollie.
Leading the blind, Phoenix Wright. Sorry, Edgeworth. I didn't mean to get you in trouble. Don't worry about it. This is my problem, not yours. Let me get closer to the mic.
It was very upsetting that just happened to be his first case. Because that was his first case, right?
No.
Was it?
No, I think it was his first major case, but I can tell you now it was not his first case.
Oh, okay. Well, it kind of sucks that was, like, one of his first cases then. And, like, that's how he got his reputation for being what he is, even though that's not what he did, on purpose at least.
This is my problem, not yours.
I don't like that face, it makes me sad. You
Oh.
are always interrupting something, pals.
It's the cops. Oh, but not interrupting anything, pals. Oh,
Fork.
I forgot how much Gumshoe's voice destroyed my throat. Oh, wait, I forgot. He got fired. It's not the cops. The cat is sleeping standing up, which I've seen her do before.
I know, but it's funny when she's doing it standing up on a perch.
Dude, I really wish that this specific case was in the anime, because I just wanted him to hear Gumshoe go, "It's not the cops." Oh, guess I am. I'll come back later.
Alright, bye.
It's not the cops anymore. Wait, Detective Gumshoe, what is it? You've got a lot of nerve, pal, making a detective run all around while on duty. You're not a detective anymore. And to top it off, you call me here, as in happier people at funerals. It's not the cops.
Am I deja vuing? Didn't he do this exact thing before?
He's done this twice.
Okay. My brain was like, did I accidentally dream this case or something? What is going on?
Deja vu, I just been in this place before. I take it Lana's having you run errands again.
That's Phoenix.
Yeah, I just didn't realize it's after. Let me tell you, this is the last time, pal. Yeah, no, it won't be.
It won't be. Well, I mean, you're not on the force anymore, so
Here,
maybe it will
she
be.
asked me to give this to you. There was a break in today's trial.
Is that a forkin' children's textbook?
Evidence law? Edgeworth was talking about this just the other day.
It looks like a children's textbook.
You must note the 2 rules of evidence law.
Oh, right, that was this trial.
Rule 1. This feels like 5 different trials, doesn't it?
It feels like at least 3.
Yeah. It feels like we had to do. It has been 3 technically. It's because we had to do the prosecutor's garage. The
Prosecutor's garage.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the prosecutor's garage.
Here's the thing. We still haven't solved the prosecutor's garage
We
part of this.
Yeah, so it's the prosecutor's
which is the
garage.
whole reason we're here.
The evidence room, and now the SL9 incident.
So let's take a few steps back, guys. All right, so let's see. We're in this trial because of the prosecutor's garage crime. Now, within that crime, we have discovered 2 other crimes that needed to be adjusted in their thought process, and that is the evidence room crime, which we solved, and the SL9 incident, which we basically have solved at this point, sort of. Still a few details fuzzy, but we're almost there. So we solved the 2 parts of this case that weren't the actual case before we solved the actual case. Where are our priorities, guys?
With the we're all over the place. No evidence shall be shown without approval of the police department. Oh, that's cold. That feels nice. Is that right, Mr. Wright? Oh, sorry. Right, Emma, you're here. This also feels like we've met more characters in one case than any other case. It seems so.
I'm writing notes, unaware that soon I will be indicted in murder on accident.
Find the man I am talking to. putting him back on my
Sure.
list.
Buy this forker.
Dear past Emma.
Dear past Emma, kill him.
Kill him now. That.
Boop.
Imagine she has like one of those multicolor pens and she switches it to red just for that.
Mm-hmm.
Like she usually writes in black.
No, I would think she would write in like green.
Green? I've never seen anyone who writes in green.
Green is like a sciencey color.
It is. Like when I think of science, I think green.
Yeah.
And I think that's mostly because of Trivial Pursuit.
Maybe. I always just think of frogs. And also like plants.
Well, that's also.
Which is science.
Dude, if you didn't have like a green science binder back in the day, you were wrong. Anyway.
I think mine was always like purple or orange just because I really liked science.
I didn't really.
Until I got to AP Chem.
I didn't really have binders for specific subjects. Anyway. That's you.
You could at least study some evidence law, really.
I'm trying not to step on your lines anymore, but sometimes it's a bit, oh crap. Chief Prosecutor also wanted me to give you a message.
How dare you?
A message?
It's just the message. The message is, I hate you, how dare you, you're fired.
She fired us earlier. She said, if you're planning on taking him on, you're going to need this book.
Well, I mean, one thing that they talked about was that it can't be admitted into court without approval of the police department, so the police department had to approve that forged evidence, which means not Edgeworth's fault.
Yeah, but keep in mind, Lana was also part of the police department, and she already confessed to that. Him. I guess I'll need to give this book a thorough read.
Alright, cool, so we're not gonna do what I did last time and just not read it. Oh,
you haven't gotten it yet.
Oh, okay.
Now
I've gotten it!
Okay, read the book. Read the Bible.
Alright, now I'm gonna read the Bible. The Bible that he absolutely should have already read. Oh,
The evidence.
wow, 1 page.
Just imagine opening a 1-page book.
No, here's what I imagine. I imagine Lana says, read this thing thoroughly, and Phoenix says, cool, page 1, and then shuts it. Hey, look, it's that thing that he said. So we don't even need to read it. No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. Cool.
So essentially what they're saying is, you either have to receive approval by the police department, or it has
to be relevant in order for you to submit it.
This used to like always confuse me, because it like up to cases till now, we've had so much evidence that we've kind of just pocketed.
Yeah.
And I didn't really get that it's kind of like one or the other. It either has to be approved by the police, or it has to be proven relevant, and then you can present it.
Mm-hmm. Or, even better, it could be both.
Yeah.
But it does not have to be both.
All that's left now is the chief prosecutor's sentence. That's where you're wrong, detective. Huh? Haven't you figured it out yet?
No, he's stupid.
I haven't even figured it out yet, and I've played this before. While I'm still sitting in the prosecutor's seat. Despite all these allegations being thrown at me. Mr. Edgeworth! The real trial today hasn't begun yet.
Yeah, we kind of figured. Dude, do you think this judge just gets really tired? Every time that he knows that he has to deal with us, he's like, great, okay, so I'm gonna have to eat a big breakfast because I'm never gonna get to eat lunch, and I'm gonna be eating dinner at 10 p.m.
Dude, there's like one case where he's like, can't I just hand down a verdict in peace? I don't think we've gotten to that yet, but I can't remember which case it was or what game it's from. Your credibility's been all but ruined with this forged evidence you were unaware of. Emma Skye found out she unwillingly caused the man's death. And now, you're telling me you want to do more?
Yeah, we want to ruin more people's lives.
Alright, let's start with yours. Oh wait, we already got you fired. Alright, yeah. Onwards.
Onwards and upwards.
You gotta be kidding me, pal. You're missing the point, detective.
No, I think he pretty much nailed it.
Why are we still calling him detective? Lana didn't murder Detective Goodman. She merely stuck a knife into his dead body. That means the real killer is still out there. The truth is out there! What? And we're going to expose him. No matter what it takes.
Awesome.
Yeah, you were
death penalty.
You were just bringing up how about how this is about Goodman, and like now we're gonna get back to that. No, don't tickle me. No, 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 no. This case has hurt too many people. It's time to bring it to an end. Ah,
Sorry?
she kissed the back of my head and got my hair stuck in her glasses. February 25th, 12:52. That
was a long recess.
Yeah, we exited at 12:06, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was a 46-minute recess. What an odd number.
36.
30. No, if it was 12:06, it would be 46.
Oh yeah, 46. You're right.
Matt, why did we go from defendant lobby number 2 to courtroom number 9?
Because we always do.
Okay.
I told you, courts 1 through 8 are also dealing with this crime.
Right. Court now reconvened for the trial of Miss Lawrence Guy. A lot of people have to comprehend this. Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor.
No, that's not what he said. He said,
Can I go home yet? The inquiry committee is planning to impose harsh penalties for your actions. What actions?
Didn't do anything!
Ow! She headbutted me.
The bow!
Thank you for the news, Your Honor.
Thank you kindly for the news of my imminent despair.
Yes, well... normally, this is where the prosecution calls forth a witness. But, this isn't easy to say. You see, there is some concern that you, Mr. Edgeworth, may have, struck a bargain. You think I may have manipulated the witnesses. I didn't say that. It's just, you see, everyone has been talking and...
Isn't it the judge's job to not listen to everyone talking?
This is literally... Do you think this guy does his job?
That's true. He literally took food from a witness, so I mean...
That's literally the only reason we've gotten this far is because he took food from a witness. Let's make that clear.
Yeah.
Very well, Your Honor. I have a solution. A solution? No. Please stop tickling me. That being the case, the prosecution will allow the defense to call forth all further witnesses. What? There's no precedent for what you're proposing.
That the defense actually has an opportunity to do anything in life? Yeah, crazy.
Undeniably, this is an unusual arrangement. Listen, the only thing the defense is good
So,
for is proving things wrong. proving things.
Oh, hold on. Do we just do we start this trilogy / way beyond trilogy at this point? Just to see the end of Edgeworth in the first game. That's exactly what it feels like, you know what I mean? It feels like you're coming in, and you're all excited, and you get one game with him, and then all the other games he's gone, because that one game you just ruined his whole career in 4 trials. That's what it feels like. It feels like Phoenix stepped onto the scene and single-handedly wiped out the careers of so many important people.
We've ruined the career of Gumshoe, Lana, Edgeworth. Let's see how many more we can get through with.
Von Karma.
Yeah, he deserved it though.
Yeah.
Well, let's get one more deserving person. Let's get Gant.
Yes.
But a very effective one.
Get Gant.
It would prove that I haven't struck any deals with the witnesses.
Hey.
You are very distracted by the start of this episode.
Sorry.
It's okay. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say?
Billy.
Stop. Focus. Eyes on the prize. Eyes on the prize.
I just want to get to the part where I'm totally grilling into his brain.
Unbelievable. Edgeworth has found a way to continue the trial. Very well. Defense accepts the prosecution's proposal.
Very well. This dick accepts that dick.
Then it's settled. The defense may now call forth the next witness.
The judge is like, did I?
Did I just say that?
The judge is like, did I accidentally do some weed before this trial? I thought I agreed with my counselor not to do that again.
Must have been the brownies. Mr. Wright.
Must have been that bento.
Mr. Wright. You do realize this is your last chance. If you call the wrong witness, this trial is as good as over. Defense calls. The time's finally come to bring out the real murderer.
Do you think anyone hasn't figured it out yet?
I think a lot of people haven't.
No, like people who play this game.
Oh, no. People who played this game have not definitely have. I meant like the audience who's in this courtroom right now.
Oh, yeah, the people in the game have no freaking clue other than Phoenix, but...
And possibly Edgeworth.
Probably Edgeworth.
Londa too.
Yeah.
Emma maybe.
Emma, yes. But, I just meant, like, do you ever
Meekins.
think someone plays this game and gets to this point and then goes, ah!
It's Goodman!
Can you imagine just, Goodman killed himself.
Oh.
It was Gumshoe.
He just drove in his chest. Seppuku. Damon Gantz. The defense calls Damon Gantz to the stand. Damon Gantz?
My best pool friend, buddy?
What does he have to do with anything?
I murdered someone. It's okay. You'll get there, Judge.
As the defendant's partner, 2 years ago, Mr. Gant has first-hand knowledge of the crime.
True.
Dude, this bluff, very good for, like, proving that he needs to be involved in this. I feel we should hear what he has to say about it.
Also can attest to the character of the, defendant.
As luck would have it, he should still be in the courthouse. Did you bump the mic?
I did. I was trying to move something from under my feet so I could actually put my foot down.
It's okay. I really want to watch the last episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier. He would also be the least likely to have been manipulated by me in any way. Wouldn't you agree, Your Honor?
True. I don't think, anyone could manipulate that dude.
True. Alright, bailiff, please escort Mr. Gant to the stand. She's squishing my cheeks. Witness, please state your name and occupation. God, I have to do 4 voices again. What is this?
I'm sorry that Emma passed out from the realization that she freaking killed someone.
Lana, can you just burst onto the stand real quick? What is this? Some kind of practical joke?
No.
That's not my kind of show. I was just on my way to lunch. Your name and occupation, sir. Worthy, are you sure you want to do this?
Yes. Shut the fork up.
Your name and occupation. Processing. So, you want to play hardball, eh?
I expected the music to stop and his eyes to go satanic again.
Please, Mr. Gantz. Fine. My name is Damon Gantz. I'm the acting chief of police.
And also a murderer.
Now then, Chief Gantz. The court requests to hear your testimony. Oh, righto. What's with the grim face?
You murdered someone.
First, let's clear up this SL9 incident. Oh. You mean that time when Lana's sister murdered that prosecutor?
Awesome. Cool. Thanks for clearing it up. Good
Personally, I think it's been made pretty clear already. There's still some things unaccounted for. Oh? Like what?
All the evidence in your locker.
Well, it's technically a safe. His personal safe that only he had the combination to.
I want, when he gets caught, him to be fiddling with his hair and him to rip that lightning bolt out of his head. I want that to be his, oh god, I was caught.
Either you're very brave or very foolish.
Well, if you didn't do anything, then it would be very foolish and you wouldn't have to give the option, not the ultimatum.
You are aware, of course, that the police chief has all kinds of weapons at his disposal, like this gun.
See that right there? That's a threat. Arrest him.
Weapons?
Excuse me.
Sure, take my testimony, for example. I don't have to give it if I don't want to.
You're on the stand, dummy.
What? Is that true? I'm afraid so. Chief of Police has the right to refuse to testify. Of course, such an action carries with it certain risks. And doesn't everyone have the right to refuse to testify? This actually comes up in later games. Don't worry, I'm not here to hinder your trial. Pretty sure it came up in this game earlier where someone refused to testify. Just remember, if this turns out to be a big waste of time, don't say I didn't warn you.
Oh, it's okay, it won't. I'm gonna make you rip that lightning bolt right out of your head.
Very well. The witness may now begin his testimony.
That sounded like it felt great, and I'm jealous.
Especially considering all I did was twist my neck. I didn't touch my head at all. The SO9 incident. As I recall, Neil and I were questioning him that day. To make a long story short, we slipped up. That power outage didn't help either.
Awesome.
When I went to my office, I found Lana there. Apparently she had already arranged the crime scene. As you can see, I had nothing to do with the forgery. God, I do all the voices. Is that when Dark was arrested? Him? He was lying on the floor unconscious.
That was very dynamic. I like that.
The power of the DS.
Yeah.
When Emma sent Neil flying, it seems Dark bumped his head. I see. Everything seems pretty clear cut. The police chief has the right to refuse to testify. I bet hit him hard and fast. That's what she said. Go at it. Do got this. As I recall, the ceremony was. I was trying to do something. The ceremony was held at the police department that day.
It was.
I'll be honest. I kind of just slipped into saying that on beat, just by default. Yes, that's right. I guess you could say I'm a workaholic. I'm also a killaholic. I mean, alcoholic. Poolaholic.
I mean, swimaholic. Swimming not. Alcohol, definitely not murder. Murder? Who murders? Oh, has anyone gone to the pool lately?
After winning this award, Neil was all fired up too.
Hero bumped the mic with his head. It was cute.
That's probably what spooked Dark. It made him run away like that.
Spoopy.
The defendant Lana Sky also present in the room. Sorry. I don't quite remember. At the very least, she wasn't there when Dark ran for it. To make a long story short, we slipped up. That Bowers didn't help either. So the two of you ran immediately after him, right?
Nope.
That's right, but Dark made it to the elevator first. So Neil and I split up.
One step, one elevator?
He went upstairs and I went downstairs, I guess you could say. You got lucky.
All you had to do was look at which way the arrow was going for the elevator, you dummies.
What's this about a power outage? Oh, that. The elevator stopped all of a sudden and I got the shock of my life. Well, probably not as shocked as Neil was when that knife went into his heart, though.
Please tell me I was in a different room.
That's not funny. When I went to my office, I found Lana there.
She had already arranged your crime.
Could you tell us what you saw? It was a shocking sight. Neil and that serial killer were lying on a heap on the floor, all tangled together. Dark was also lying collapsed on the floor? Yes, apparently he hit his head and was knocked out. Next to him were those two poor girls, Lana and Emma.
The poor baby girl.
Lana was cradling Emma in her arms. Looking back at it now, she must have already known what her sister had done. Apparently she had already arranged the crime scene.
I'm not even hitting the button myself. I'm slamming it against the pillow.
How can you know that?
Well, the crime seems different than what it was.
Because of the victim's body had already been moved.
So that means
You found the body near Lana's desk. Sorry, I was pulling something up. That's right.
ding,
I think you
ding,
said
ding,
earlier.
ding.
It was my suit of armor that really stabbed the prosecutor. Why do you even have that?
Alright, so cool, you're the killer. Awesome. Wouldn't have died if you didn't have that suit of armor. Done, case solved. Convict him. Send him to death.
Sounds reasonable. Guilty.
Stretch.
Yes.
The cat just gently bapped the ball that's dangling on her perch. So it's just swinging back and forth as she sleeps.
That is such a stupid cat. Anyway.
Not stupid. Precious.
As you can see, I had nothing to do with the forgery.
I like slamming it into the pillow.
So you're saying that the forgery had already taken place by the time you arrived at your office?
Yippity-doo-dah-day.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
That doesn't mean that you didn't help hide the crime scene, though.
I can understand how Lana must have felt. Removing a body and hiding evidence are inexcusable no matter what the circumstances.
Cool, okay, so I would like to present to you your safe.
Is that how it really went down? You're on the right track, but you actually got the wrong thing in mind. Staring at the witness won't do you any good, Mr. Wright. If you're going to stare at anything, better off staring at the court record. Look into my eyes! Look at me with your special eyes. My brand! Worthy, as smooth as ever. Which piece of evidence ties Gant to the forgery?
Literally anything you found in that freaking safe, dude.
It's not something in the safe, but it is something you found in his office. Sorry. We're sitting very awkwardly.
He was basically laying on my stomach and it was hurting my stomach.
That can't be the whole truth. And nothing but the truth. Somehow I've got to link Gant to the incident.
Okay. Alright, so I know what I need to...
Yeah. I helped. Listen here, man boobs.
Bench.
You claim you had nothing to do with the forgery. But I'm afraid that is a claim you cannot back up. Explain yourself. Several pieces of evidence were found in your office. Take this list, for example. That's the list Emma Sky drew her picture on.
Yep.
This was discovered in your desk. Not only that, but a piece of this jar that was sitting in your office was found inside your safe. It was found where? You see, Chief Gant, these articles of evidence uncovered in your office are both concrete proof that you also played a part in the illegal investigation.
I thought that said, absolutely played a part. He's slowly sliding a knife out of his sleeve.
Oh, you say, righto. Chief Gant, what's the meaning of this? Huh. Here's a defense attorney who may even rival Worthy. So you admit to it, then? That you were involved in the forgery? Who, me? Do you mean you? Me? What have anything to do with that? Well, you were the one who snuck into my office when you found this evidence.
Actually, we were helping Gumshoe, and Gumshoe is a detective who is allowed in your office, and also we had probable cause because your office was the scene of the crime, so we needed to investigate it further. Go kill yourself.
Listen, prosecutors aren't the only ones capable of forging evidence, you know. Defense attorneys can do so too. Isn't that right, Righto? However, Detective Gumshoe was present during the investigation. Worthy, my boy. Not even detectives are exempt from the law. I mean, just look at me, him. Rest assured, Dick will receive his due punishment. You, keep it in the bedroom, man. What? Detective Gumshoe's salary drops any further, he'll end up paying to work. He's fired.
Imagine going into work and handing in $1.
That dude. Yes, well, in light of the detective's presence, please give us your testimony regarding these pieces of evidence found in your office, and the relation to the forgery that took place at the crime scene.
My shoulders feel sunburnt, but they've been covered.
My face feels sunburnt, despite the fact that I haven't really gone outside today. My. Kids these days no longer know how to put 2 and 2 together. Those are hard numbers.
He's the same age as you. 2 and 2 is 5, dummy.
Let's see, what was it now? A jar fragment and a list. Well, I know you could have planted them in my office. Anyway, you can't prove when those pieces of evidence were discovered. If they were found after Dark was convicted, then they're worthless. There's no reason I'd participate in a forgery. Rearranging a crime scene wouldn't help me out in any way.
Would it not now? Okay.
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 Yeah, yes, sir. Would investigate the crime scene. You should have been more careful to observe protocol. You had, Detective. You do understand that I am the chief of police, right? There will be consequences. Oh. Indeed, I believe I'll push charges so you won't make the same mistake again.
That's okay, you'll be in prison, you won't be able to do that.
My apologies, Chief, but would you mind waiting until tomorrow for that? Today is, well, you know. Alright, Algie. In return, though, I know. That place, right? Are these guys telepathic? They could have just said the pool, and I know they mean the pool, but the way they said it.
Alright, let's see, that's 2 gay relationships so far. How many more we got before this ends?
Be gay, do crime.
Mm-hmm.
Or, in this case, be gay, solve crime. I'd appreciate if you'd stop making these ridiculous allegations. Yes, you do have a point. You wouldn't have the guts to do something like that, would you? What?
I mean, you're right.
I'll have you know, back in the day, I once broke into a cattle ranch and Mr. Wright, what are you saying? Anyway, you can't prove you didn't carry in the evidence.
You should absolutely just accept the fact that he's like, you're too good to do this. Because that works in your favor. You shouldn't be like, I actually cow-tipped once.
Dude, Phoenix, one, cow tipping is not a thing. I don't get how this became a thing. One, most cows actually sleep laying down.
Yeah.
And two, they can't just get back up, guys.
Yeah.
It's not like something. I don't get why this is...
It's not like when you, like, flip a turtle or something on its back and it struggles to flip back over.
Also... What? Also, like, why can't we just, you know...
Be nice to animals?
Yeah. Like, why do we have to be so rude? Anyway, you can't prove you didn't carry in the evidence, can you? If you have proof to the contrary, you're going to need it later. Later? What are you talking about? What else? I'm talking about when Wright's prints are found.
Oh, boy.
Yes, they found inside my safe. They would prove his investigation was illegal.
What? How? We had probable cause. Tell me how.
Well, he might if you actually can see forward. I don't know if I say I'm as slimy as this guy. Anyway, you can't prove when those pieces of evidence were discovered. What do you mean by that? This is all purely hypothetical, of course. But suppose I did place those items in my safe. Such an act wouldn't necessarily constitute forgery. If concealing evidence found at the crime scene isn't forgery, I'm not through speaking yet, Righto. It all depends on when the evidence was discovered. If they were found after Dark was convicted, then they're worthless. Like you! Are you saying this jar fragment wasn't discovered in the initial investigation? It would appear not. After all, it wasn't listed in the evidence list. For all we know, it could have suddenly materialized the day after Dark was sentenced.
Convenient. You really want us to believe that?
Oh, and wouldn't that be convenient? Right.
That's the back off.
The chief is talking about a possibility so long as you can't rule that out. Your remarks, however clever they may be, will only succeed in wasting time. Tell me something I don't know.
Tell me something I don't know.
I was just reminded of a Tom Scott sketch where it's like, tell me something I don't know, just listing out random facts, and it's like, I already knew that! He just keeps punching and beating the guy, like, tell me something I don't know! come now, righto? Think about it. You want me to tell you something you didn't know? Did you know that, I believe in the Shawshank Redemption, when there's a scene where he feeds a crow a maggot, they actually had to find a dead maggot because the Humane Society wouldn't let them feed a live one. How can you look at me in the eye and say that?
He's a lying scumbag who also killed a detective.
I mean, because I'm innocent. Remember?
Can I just stab you?
Who was it that murdered Neo? I think that's called murder, and that's the opposite of what we're trying to do here. I'm not sure I care for the word murder. This is a courtroom! But in the end, the person responsible for Mr. Marshall's unfortunate demise was Emma Sky.
Well, he doesn't want to use the word murder because she didn't technically do it with malicious intent.
I guess so.
It was accident.
Well, now do you see? Rearrange your crime scene wouldn't help me out in any way. Really, Chief Gant? At the very least, there is one very large benefit you've reaped from all this. Oh, I wasn't aware. What is this benefit? That would, of course, be the position you have, Chief of Police. Oh. The resolution of the SLI incident has secured your promotion to Chief. That in itself is sufficient motive. Oh, that's a good one. Huh? Do you really think I'm that incompetent? What do you mean? Even without that case, I was already in line to become the next chief. The resolution of SO9 merely sped up the inevitable a little. Is that true, Edgeworth? Yes, he was going to be made chief anyway. Yeah! Be careful when pointing that finger, or you might wind up being the one pointed at.
Kinky.
It's like, you did it! Point that. Wait, turn your finger around? Oh, damn it! So that means there's only one possible motive for you to commit forgery. If you didn't do it for yourself, then you did it for someone else.
I'm telling you, they forking on the side, dude.
Don't be silly, Worthy. You know me better than that.
I don't give a damn about anyone except myself.
There are only 3 people I look out for.
Me, myself, and I. Yep.
Hate that phrase. There, it's out in the open now. Oh, gee, would you mind if I change my testimony a little? By all means, please do. I wouldn't be anyone's accomplice if there was nothing in it for me. Nothing in it for you? Sorry, but the only person I care about is yours truly.
So, you wouldn't say cover it up so that a good detective could then become the chief of prosecutors that could then control the prosecutor's office?
Of course not. That girl, Lana's little sister, was it? If you think I felt sorry for her, you'd better think again. You're right, you don't feel sorry for anyone. Be tough on crime and tough on people. That's how I was raised.
Oh, so you were abused as a kid. Awesome. And then you just happened to be one of the people that turned out like a piece of shit instead of a nice person.
You seem to be lax enough on yourself, though. Oh, that's a good one, Worthy. Could there have been something in it for him? Given his selfishness, would he have helped someone out?
It was weird. The top option was no
True.
this time. It threw me off.
You might not help out anyone for their sake, but if it would benefit you, you might decide to assist someone else. Add a word. Who cares, Mr. Wright? It appears you're positively determined to betray the chief. As a nice man who likes to lend people. That's not what I mean. I wish we had a camera so you could see every time I rub the bridge of my nose.
And that I pretended to throw the ice pack at the TV.
Very well then. Who is this person you believe Chief Gant may have helped forge evidence?
Gee, who was the one that forged evidence, you dumb?
Who could it be?
For a second I was like, that is Lana, right?
She
I had
looked.
to look and make sure that she didn't have the glasses on the top of her head.
She looked so not distressed. Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky, the defendant?
Yep.
I believe it's quite obvious in light of the circumstances. Emma Skye fell victim to an unfortunate series of events. I believe you mean a series of unfortunate events, starring Neil Patrick Harris. Who would want to help her more than her own sister, Lana? As for Chief Gant, he'd also have a reason to help Lana if she asked him to.
They fork it, and also
That reason, of course, is going to be told to us next time.
But it's right there. It's on screen. Just say it.
Self-profit next time.
Next time, I'm leading the blind.
Goodbye. Farewell. Wait, that's the time. So long. Farewell. Avitasen. I think, isn't it the goodbye and then it's Avitasen farewell?
I don't know. I haven't heard that song in a very, very, very long
I
time.
don't know what that's from.
I don't either.
We'll see you guys next time.
Bye. It's okay. She can't be charged for the murder because the thing has expired.
Yep.
So I'm okay with this, and they didn't technically sentence an innocent man.
Okay.
So I am okay with this.
As long as that denial's strong.
Yeah, as long as the denial is super strong and still there, we're good.